Summer holidays vandachu, நம்ம GT Holidays vandachu. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
J.N.N.I Institute of Engineering Autonomous Chennai. Join CSE, AICTE, Cybersecurity, VLSI Design, MBA and more. Counseling code 1126.
Mad Rabbit, India's finest audio wearable brand, starting at 999.
So Aradhya, so what's your takeaway from saree? That one takeaway.
She's got 30 sarees as takeaway.
Don't like any sarees that I've worn in this movie. I don't like, yeah. Sadhya, then chicken biryani, kappa.
Kappa.
Koyambu, mee
That
koyambu,
Telugu.
mee koyambu.
Mean koyambu.
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry.
So what you
It's a
don't like,
lunchtime
tell.
right now.
Then you should tell what you don't like, because she's given the entire menu.
No, I haven't.
So Aradhya, so one film from Ram Gopal Verma sir, if you want to remake the cult, any cult movie.
It would be, okay, Rankila.
Okay, so one advice to all the aspiring actors and aspiring filmmakers from Ram Gopal Verma. One advice.
Don't ask advice, don't take advice.
So now people are saying about Rolex character. People want to see Suriya in a rage in a frame. But you did early way back, sir.
And of course, I've seen his earlier films from Kaka and all that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So based on that only, yeah.
You have said that about Rajini, sir.
Yeah.
Like he can act only in slow motion. That affected so much of people here.
So I can't imagine the superstardom of Rajini sir without the slow motion camera. That is what I meant.
Like,
Yeah.
But we saw only 30 seconds of reels.
Yeah, that's
we
what I'm
never
saying.
know what you have addressed on that.
Yeah,
I
but
want to-
that is the nature of media today.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Happy to have you all in our show. So,
No,
okay.
Take one.
Yeah.
We are starting the interview with the Ram Gopal Verma style. Okay. Sir, but you planned it for, sir. For the blockbuster opening.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first of all, before we move on to the questions, same pinch, sir, same color.
Yeah, okay.
I know you love dark colors.
Yeah.
Yes. Most of your heroes will wear the dark color.
Dark.
So what's the secret behind that, sir? It's your point of view, or like if you want to represent yourself on the screen?
I mean, to an extent, I would say maybe I liked all dark brown and grey or these earthy colors. I think it comes from even the genre of films I make are very intense, and intensity comes only from these colors, earth colors. Yeah.
So hi Aradhya, how happy you are? Like your first film, right? Like it's getting released in Tamil. Actually, Tamil, Telugu, and Malayalam. So reaching beyond the boundaries. So how happy you are regarding saree?
So happy right now.
You answer only in edit version, huh? Only edit version, not too much dialogue.
No.
So it's your training or what, sir?
No.
Only so
Why he
happy.
should train me?
So happy. Cut accent. That's the answer, bro. How happy you are, bro?
Of course, I'm happy because my debut film coming in so different, like it's like Tamil, Malayalam, so I'm excited.
Earlier, that may be shot in a regional language that gone across the world, but we didn't name it as a pan world, pan India. But on this generation, they are naming it as a pan India release. They are just selling it with that word. So, what's your take on that, sir?
The point is, eventually it's a label. Pan India is nothing but a label you created. At that time, it used to happen very rarely. That is about the only point. And so when you have a certain technology and you have a certain, like suddenly people are open, a Telugu or a Kannada hero also can open bigger than a Bollywood hero, you know. So I think that eventually the English films have been releasing in India for last 100 years. Then they should call it pan-world films. They don't call it. So India have this disease that we have want a label. If you remember, there were some years back, there was crossover films, whatever they're called. Eventually, if the film subject matter is universal, it can be released any number of ways. Yeah.
But on that note, like, do you agree or you liking the term like directors nowadays like collaborating all the actors across the region language and name it as a pan India?
I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea, but the point is, if you look at it, what really worked is not about collaboration. Like a Bahubali, it's very rooted in the culture of that Telugu, you know, and Kantara. And nobody in Karnataka also knows what exactly that Kantara is, where it is from. So by the story itself, you're genuine, it will become, not because you pick one actor from here and one thing from there. I don't think Pan India works like that. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So Aradhya, so what's your takeaway from Sari? That one takeaway.
She's got 30 saris as takeaway.
No.
Because of the title or?
Because I have memory of her, or this first film, I can give all the saris to her. Yeah.
Okay, what about Satya, sir?
Satya's clothes I
Don't
didn't
have any shirts.
Yeah.
Not even one shirt.
I didn't see.
No,
I
I-
need justice for the hero, sir.
2 or 3
Two or
clothes.
three.
Yeah.
But 30 for heroine. What's this, sir? What's
But
this
actually,
partiality,
I
sir?
don't like any sarees that I've worn in this movie. I don't like, yeah.
You didn't like sari or you didn't like the sarees?
Sarees that I had worn in this movie, I don't like.
Why? You look so beautiful in the trailer.
It's so different me. That is not my type. This is my type, like sarees and everything.
like
na?
this sari is
Like
your type.
chiffon. I like chiffon, plain sarees. All the sarees that I have worn in this movie, I don't like. I hate it. But it's your character. To justify that character, girl next door, you have to play, na?
Okay, fine. So what's your takeaway on this film? Sir?
Yeah, of course, so many things I learned from. Like, it's teamwork now. So, like, it's technical things I learned. So many things I learned. Technical things.
So as you said earlier, sir, it's the content that matters. That will go across the globe, and we can name it as pan world. Like on that note, Sari trailer seems to be connected to me also. Like me from Tamil Nadu. Anybody
So
from.
did you do that to any girl?
So no, sir.
No.
Sir,
But what do you mean connected
Sir,
to you?
sir, sir, I'm just seeing that in reading newspaper,
Oh,
bad
like
boys
that,
doing
okay.
that, sir. I feel like a superhero. I want to punish them.
But the
But
way
I can't.
you're getting so scared is making me suspicious. It looks like almost the police hike.
Sir, no, sir. I'm just worried about that victim, sir. So that I want some superhero to address that. You are that superhero. Okay. In your filmography, it may be any genres, but you will create an impact on any social awareness to the audience. Can be any genre, any actors, but you will possess some social awareness to the audience. Is that your way of like giving it to the audience apart from all the entertainment elements?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, see, any filmmaker, whatever subject it moves him, or it excited him, or he feels that there is something interesting to make it. Obviously, my way of seeing it will rub off on that, which is what the whole point. Yeah.
But no, now you are looking like a Chamant boy. So how you transformed in this film as this character?
Actually, वो मुझे भी पसंद नहीं था because my character is so tan and not looking good. But according to his script, like lighting, its demand.
About the casting.
Yeah.
So from where you are choosing that?
See, like on a regular process, sometimes somebody sends something to me, or I will see someone in a film or something, or somebody will recommend, or sometimes we conduct this thing on the RGV website. We're looking for an actor with this, and give them a dialogue for them to audition. I think there are various processes. In this particular case, I saw Aradhya in a reel which was forwarded to me, and Satya, I took him from an audition which he sent. Yeah.
Okay. So is that your favorite name, sir? Satya. So somewhere you are getting connected to that name.
Yeah, but this is the first time it's the name of a man. Previously, it was only women.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like okay, fine. But you like the name. You are fond of that name,
Yeah.
Satya.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. But we have been following from your point of view, your heroes' costumes, the heroes' hairstyles.
Yeah. Heroes'
and names.
costumes I never saw.
Sir,
till
Shiva,
today.
from Shiva,
I
sir,
didn't see.
my early seniors.
Yeah, I don't know. But
sir.
but I didn't see myself.
You didn't see.
Yeah.
But I will show all the photos, sir. So, but do you think on this generation, the films are like, we are not able to guess what works, what it didn't work. But if we are able to do Satya now, sir.
See, to start with, I feel in any generation, nobody knew. Even when before I became a director also, nobody knew why films work, for what reason. And because films are about emotional conflicts and character drama. So I think whether it will work today or many, many years back doesn't make a difference. If it is creating an impact, it will work.
You have been such an inspiration. So what's your take on that? Every time you receive a prize about your writing or something from a director.
I mean, see, neither prize doesn't bother me, criticism also doesn't bother me, because I think I know exactly what I am. If somebody praises me beyond what I think I am, I'll think he's a fool. And if he criticizes me more than what That also I think came a food. So either way, it doesn't make a difference.
Aradhya, so in a serious conversation, I want to move it with you. But still you are thinking something.
No,
this interview.
ask me. You just shoot.
Okay, so what's your favorite Kerala food?
Kerala. Sadhya.
Sadhya.
Sadhya, na? With so many curries.
Sadhya means thali.
Thali, like
Yeah, okay.
South Indian thali. Yeah,
okay,
Sadhya.
okay.
Sadhya, then chicken biryani, kappa. Kappa.
Kappa. No,
Koyambu, mee
that
koyambu.
Kelangu.
Mee koyambu.
Mean Colombo.
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry. Lunch
So
time.
what you
It's
don't
a lunch
like,
time
tell.
right now.
Then you should tell what you don't like, because she's given the entire menu.
No, I haven't. There are a lot of food items left.
Left. Okay. So what you don't like?
What I
Yeah,
don't
that's
like,
a good
I don't
question.
like mutton.
Okay.
I don't like duck.
Duck.
Duck curries, and I don't like pork.
Okay. Bro, what's your favorite?
My favorite is aloo paratha.
Aloo paratha. For this question only, he is answering with a smile, sir. For all the previous question, he is like, yes, this is my takeaway from this film. For this question only, he is answering with a smile. So what's your favorite food, sir? Apart from thing, are you fond of food or something?
I hate food in general. I take it as just something to satisfy your hunger, you know. Yeah.
That made me heartbreak, sir.
Yeah.
I'm receiving such
You
an
love
answer.
food, na?
Yeah, almost, sir.
Hmm.
I'm living only with food. Only
Only
see my
to eat.
tummy, sir.
Yeah. You love, you are living only to eat. Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, that's what you only said that.
No,
Yeah.
no, yes, sir. Kind of.
Yeah.
Passing all the years into cinema, kept on producing films, writing films, catching all the aspiring actors, inspiring, like you've been such an inspiration to all the directors. So what's your your favorite hobby or something? If you want to break the reality, what will you do, sir?
I really don't have hobby. I know people won't believe it, but actually, in anything unrelated to cinema, I have no interest at all. See, I might study
you've
some
never
current
done
events.
anything.
I might study things like some technical aspects like artificial intelligence or world politics, and sometimes historical events. But general hobbies, I don't have.
In a friendly note, sir, like recently we have been following you in another perception. Like you have said that about Rajini, sir.
Yeah.
Like he can act only in slow motion. That affected so much of people here. we the lovers of
I mean,
Rajini, sir.
my
Like I
point
want to
is-
like I
No,
want to
but
get
my
at-
point is, I don't know what they understood. See, I said that in the context of how technology sometimes can create stardom. So I mentioned Charlie Chaplin
Okay.
in 1920s when the camera was not on 24 frames, which is in real time. That used to be at 16 to 18 frames. So because of that, all his movements become like fast this thing. And if he was born, if he came into films after the 24 frames camera was invented, he would have never become a star, because you're so used to see him in that. Likewise, I don't think anybody in the world can carry high speed slow motion shots like Rajini sir.
Okay.
So I can't imagine the superstardom of Rajini sir without the slow motion camera. That is what I meant.
Okay. It's like,
Yeah.
but we saw only a 30 seconds of reels. Sir.
Yeah, that's
we
what I'm
never
saying.
know what you have addressed on that.
Yeah,
I
but
want to-
that is the nature of media today. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
clarifying it, sir. Because people here who love cinema and Rajini sir, they have been like, oh, அவர் வந்து இன்னும் முள்ளு மலரும் பார்க்கலையா, 6 இருந்து 60 வரை பார்க்கலையா,
Yeah.
அப்படிலாம் people are commenting. So எங்களுக்கு feel ஆயிடுச்சு.
Yeah.
So ராம்கோபால் வர்மா சார் இப்படி
I
சொல்லிட்டாரு.
didn't say he can't act. I said in super high speed shots, no one can look better than him. Yeah.
Super sir. Thank you so much for clarifying it, sir. We are happy now. Okay. So உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ஒரு மாதிரி scared ஆன moment. So on the sets of saree.
On the
Scared.
sets, no scared moments in the
scared.
set. Why?
So this eyes telling everything.
That is during the shoot only, na? It's a candid show.
For example,
In this shot, she's actually looking like she's going to stab him from back. where
that
you
revenge.
see the look in her eyes, yeah.
Almost, yeah. Yes, sir. That look.
So goodbye Satya, it looks like that,
Goodbye, sir.
Yeah, just
Okay.
before stabbing.
So are you giving me spoilers?
Yeah.
Or-
No.
spoiler.
No.
Okay.
I'm
No,
only
we are not giving.
interpreting this shot.
Okay. So what are you thinking and acting in this particular frame?
Why should I say? You should go and
we
watch in
people
the
hearing-
theater.
The actors will say no, like method acting and all. On this particular shot, I'm thinking of my
I was
enemy.
just reacting to
Mm.
what Satya was giving. Yeah, I was just reacting. At that moment, I was actually, kind of somewhat similar, this same
Okay.
thing only. Yeah.
Fine. So one such scared moment from Sari, உங்களுக்கு or like act பண்றதுல.
Of course, dance is good.
Why sir? Why you saying like that, sir? Like dance part.
Yeah, dance part.
that
Because
romance-
I'm not in good in dance.
That romance part.
Not romance part, like dance steps and choreography.
So like உங்களுக்கு sir. So one takeaway from Sari.
See, I like yourself mentioned, I believe that every girl sometime she would have gone through an experience like this in whatever degree, and I think there'll be huge connectivity. Or they will know someone who's gone through that. You know, so I think that is a connecting point. And second thing is, in social media, like the relationships go so fast, and sometimes it can become dangerous, because you don't know really the person you're interacting with online. So exactly what can happen, you're not aware. So I think this film might bring in some awareness, some caution to just be careful. Yeah.
So your point of view in this gen director, sir, they are bringing so much of like impressions towards the audience in a different format. They are creating a different kind of filmmaking. For example, Sandeep Reddy Vanga. So he's creating so much of impact among the regional languages, and his point of view in his cinema is too different. So like kind of that your point of view on this gen directors.
I mean, I like Sandeep very much, and but I don't want to mention names, who is doing what and all that. I mean, eventually, see whether technology increases and advances, but bottom line is it's about telling stories. Yeah.
So Aradhya, so one film from Ram Gopal Verma, sir, if you want to remake any cult movie,
It would be, Rankila.
you like that movie very much.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. Like Urmila has been portrayed as an epitome of beauty in that movie.
Okay, so
Yeah.
any idea of remaking it, sir?
Not Rangila.
Okay, so for you,
2611 Mumbai.
so he already having the choice of that, sir. Okay.
But what will you play in that? No, I think he's asking a remake of where you would like to be in that film of mine. I think
In
that's what
remake.
he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the universe of Ram Gopal Verma.
Sarkar.
Okay. So Suriya has been a part of Telugu also. So he is having so much of Telugu fans. So now people are saying about Rolex character. People want to see Suriya in a rage in a frame. But you did early way back, sir. So where did you had the thought to cast Suriya on that film?
Yeah, talking Rathicharitram.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we love that film. So much.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll see.
Sir?
Maybe you see, we might do again. Let's see.
Okay, no, sir. Like, what made you to think that?
See, because Surya, I've known him as an actor, and because even before that, used to come to Hyderabad, then we all used to sit down, and of course, I've seen his earlier films from Kaka and all that, So based on that only, yeah.
Okay, so one advice to all the aspiring actors and aspiring filmmakers from Ram Gopal Verma. One advice.
Don't ask advice, don't take advice.
We can write it in
Yeah.
auto, sir. Auto backside. It's a universal advice for all. Okay, sir. So I've been watching like all the posters. For him, no means yes. So like you are putting it on a posters and all. So is that a spoiler, or is that a way hero or someone is changing?
I thought that will be that one line says about the story.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously she said no and he thinks it's yes. Obviously that is the context of the story.
For him, no means yes. So we have from AK Ajit sir's film, like no means no. So we have that
correct.
advice
Yeah.
from him. So we are just seeing that as a
I mean,
contrast
I
to
got
that.
this idea from that only.
Oh,
Yeah, that film, Pink. So when Amitabh Bachchan says no means no, and but for him it means yes. So that's the whole point.
Oh, that's a different perception. sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we have only Nerkonda Parvai.
Yeah.
Not Pink. We have Ajit sir here.
Yeah.
So no means no. Like we are seeing it as a contrast. Like for him, no means yes. Okay, this seems so interesting. So we are going to watch. Saree.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm enjoying this version of Ram Gopal Verma, sir.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But what did you think? All my versions is
So no,
this
sir,
only.
like all the audience, sir, all the cinema audience, major. I'm behaving as a
Yeah,
general audience,
yeah.
sir. So seeing Ram Gopal Verma, sir, film, so intense and raw. So if I see Ram Gopal Verma in person, he will say hi. Thank you.
Okay.
on
So
that
now,
note, sir,
now I look like a joker.
No, sir.
Yeah, no.
Sir, you're looking like a friend, sir.
Okay.
So you're cutie pie, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
Yes, so much of love to.
I don't know if I take cutie pie as a compliment. I'm not sure, but okay.
Summer holidays வந்தாச்சு நம்ம GT Holidays-உம் வந்தாச்சு. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
J.N.N.I.E Institute of Engineering Autonomous Chennai. Join CSE, AICTE, Cybersecurity, VLSI Design, MBA and more. Counseling code 1126.
Mad Rabbit, India's finest audio wearable brand, starting at 999.